Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going through a drawing from start to end. I know I don't usually sketch out in front of you guys. I usually have the drawing done already, but I decided to, change it up a little bit. So yeah. I don't know where this idea came from, mostly just because I want it to be summer already. I'm tired of it being cold and gross and snowy and bleh because New York State, But yeah, I just wanted to show you everything that I decided to do. I do have some of those action dolls that help you like draw proportions and stuff, and I do end up using that a little bit, which is not bad. Don't ever feel like, oh, I can't be using something like that, because you most certainly can. It helps you a lot. So I was using the female one, and just with the pose, especially with the arm, I didn't know the arm closest to us. I didn't know how I should do that. Here's the doll over there on the left. So I used that doll to help me put where the arm should go. And yeah, but I know I don't usually like sketch in front of you guys, and it's usually like done already, but I was just really feeling it because, well, this new camera, I'm very happy with it. The setup is very easy. I don't have to, bring out a tripod, bring out a big camera and get it all ready, and then the camera doesn't look very good. So it's just a little arm that you put your phone on and record, and there you go. Bing, bada, boom, done. It's great. So yeah. There's a couple things wrong with the drawing, which I'll get to later on, but the biggest thing is the leg is way too long. So when I draw it onto the watercolor paper, which you'll see in a little bit, I do shorten the leg a little bit. I just felt like it was way too long. So as you'll see, I lighten up the sketch and then I re-sketch over it. And the reason why I do that, it's kind of like drawing digitally, where you do like the quick sketch and then you do the rough sketch and then you do the final sketch. So that's kind of like what I'm doing here, just on paper. And so that's how I decided to do it on this piece. And I'm really happy with how this came out. I wanted to originally use, my mom got me a glass dip pen for Christmas, and I was super excited to use it. But when I took it out, the tip was broken, and I was like, what the heck? So I actually ended up tracing this onto watercolor paper 3 separate times, trying to use the pen, and it just didn't work. So at the end I just didn't, and I just ended up using my micron at the end, which really sucks. But yeah, so I'm gonna let myself just sketch the rest of it out and let you guys watch, because I don't know if you like this or not. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like to watch the sketch, or would you rather just see me line it real quick and get to the coloring? Because I know sometimes it's hard to tell which you'd like to see. Sometimes when I'm watching myself back, maybe it's because I'm the one who did it, but when I'm watching myself back, I'm just like, oh, come on, get to the good part already, So it might just be because, I'm the one who actually did it. You might actually like seeing the drawing, I'm not sure. So just let me know down in the comments below. And by what you say is how I will start, doing videos. So if you want to see the sketch, I'll show you the sketch. If you don't want to see the sketch, then I won't show you the sketch. So I'm just about done with the sketch. I'm sketching a little coconut over here, like a coconut drink. But you'll see that I actually used some watercolor. And everybody should know by now, I hate watercolor. The Arteza pens are great. Don't get me wrong, those are great. But normal watercolor, no. No. So I'm just doing the background really with the, like these, I think they're Winsor & Newton. My mom had gotten them for me, I think either for my birthday or last Christmas, not the Christmas that we just had. But I'm just doing the sand and the beach scene with this, and then I end up coloring her, like her skin and stuff, with the Arteza paint pens, or Arteza watercolor pens, excuse me, which you will see in a minute. So I'm just going to do all of the background with the watercolor, and don't mind that shaking, that was from me hitting the arm, oops. But, so I do all of the background in this kind of watercolor, and then I actually start using the watercolor with the skin, and you'll see I have a giant X over it, because I'm like, nope, this is not okay. And I decide to start using the Arteza watercolor pens. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak today. So yeah, so I do a lot of a watercolor base over everything first, and then I use Prismacolor colored pencils to give a little bit more depth. Oh, and I'm using ink here for her bathing suit. It's Bombay India ink. I probably should have just put it in a little container, like drip it in the watercolor thing, but I didn't, so I keep picking it up, putting some more ink on it, and I know that could probably look pretty annoying. It got annoying. And I just went with a black bathing suit just because I just wanted that to be, I didn't want that to be the main focus point, I guess. So here's where I start mixing up the darker sand color, and then after this is when I decided to try to use the watercolor for the skin, and instantly looks bad, and I'm instantly like, nope, this is not working, and I'm not okay with this. Here's the skin color. Oh no, it's not, I lied. This is the towel color, and also the cover up and the part of the umbrella. I do like this color. I decided that this was going to be the main focal point color, was this red, pinky, maroon color. I'm going to go with maroon. It's definitely maroon, right? Nope. That's where I decided that that was not going to work out, and this is where I brought in the Arteza paint pens. Watercolor pens, not paint pens. Why do I keep saying paint pens? And I'm going to show you how I did like the legs, and then I'm going to kind of skip forward so you don't have to watch me do the same exact thing on the entire body, because I know that that would get boring too. Oh, maybe not the legs. Maybe the top part. Wow, I don't know my own video. I'm good at this. Okay, so the top part. Alrighty. Just skip forward. No one cares. It's skin. We get it. Be gone. There we go. So now that her skin is all finished up and nice and sun-kissed, I'm doing a little bit more of the face, with a little bit of pink for the lips and the cheeks. Not sunburn pink, just normal pink. And then I do use a little bit of the normal watercolor to start her hair color, which is like a chestnut brown. You know, that might actually, I might have the same exact color in watercolor pens called chestnut brown. I almost think that there is a color called chestnut brown in it. And here I am making the same color for her cover-up. And you can't really tell, but her hand is like holding part of it down. I guess you can't really tell at this angle or like how it's colored, but you will be able to after because I do outline it. And this is where I decide that the umbrella is also going to have this red color. I really like this maroon. Oh, I thought I was going to do a normal red right next to it, and then decided, nope, that's a bad idea. And here's my Prismacolors. So this is where I start putting in detail because I'm not good enough with watercolor to get a lot of detail. So I just start using my Prismacolor pencils, and at the end I realize, which I don't know if any of you know, but if you use some 99% alcohol with them, you can actually get them to slightly dissolve and like blend more, because you'll see me using a cotton bud or Q-tip or whatever you want to call it to try to blend it out, and it's not doing great when I'm doing it, but then I add some alcohol to it and it starts blending out great. I actually start doing that on the towel, and then I decide, hey, that's a good idea, and I do it on the entire thing afterwards, but that's like way at the end. So I'm just gonna like leave you and let you watch the rest of this, because it's kind of the same thing over again. You'll see me, you know, working on, I mean, I'm not going to completely like color over everything. It's just to like deepen some shadows that I did with the watercolor and stuff, which I know you can do with watercolor, just I'm not like, not only am I not good enough, oh, here's the cotton bud, not only am I not good enough with it, but I'm not confident enough to do it like that. So I use the pencils to further it, I guess. So I will come back when it's just about the end. So now I'm just finishing up some of the background elements. I did use watercolor again to finish up the water and the sky. And I'm using a sakura jelly roll, which is not working to the best of its ability, but it's okay. I ended up using some acrylic paint, which I know you're not supposed to do with watercolor. I do know that, but at this point, it didn't matter. I just wanted the white on the edge of the beach and on the clouds. So I did just use a little bit of white folk art acrylic paint to finish up the edge. But for the most part, after this is pretty much done. I really do like how this came out. It was just kind of a, what do you call it? Just a last minute, or not a last minute, what is it? Like a you know what I'm trying to say, just of the moment kind of thing. And I really do like how it came out. I am wanting summer super, super bad right now because cold, blah, gross, everyone's sick. That's gross. So, yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Why don't you comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know the next time that I upload. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.